Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One. Thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Hublot Big Bang Ferrari Titanium Carbon. You can see this 1 of 1,000 piece limited edition flyback chronograph on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high-resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this watch possesses a interesting dichotomy. Immense proportions dimensionally, but also incredibly lightweight thanks to carbon fiber and titanium construction. Now, the bare measurement across what would be called the round of the case, and I say would be called because there really is no round diagonal across the case, it would be 45 millimeters, but the watch wears larger than that across. In terms of thickness, it is very substantial, 17 millimeters from the absolute top of the red sapphire to the bottom of the sapphire caseback. This one's probably not even going to clear a sport jacket or blazer cuff. This is a watch to be seen. Now, from lug to lug, it's just as imposing. 57.5 millimeters from lug to lug. Nevertheless, you can see how the lugs curve down and around. You can see on the right side of the screen, the lugs curve down and around the wrist. So it's really more like wearing a watch, I would say with perhaps 50 millimeter lug to lug span, simply because that's the real span between the opposite sides of the flat of the case. Once the lugs turn down, you're looking at a different ergonomic equation and a watch that wears far smaller than its nominal size. And it's important to note that with a titanium case, carbon fiber inserts on the flank, and a carbon fiber bezel, as well as a titanium inner case bearing the movement and vulcanized rubber strap with titanium clasp, it is a light watch on the wrist, appropriately enough as it is inspired by Ferrari and Ferrari Motorsports. Now, the strap is a superb piece. Chidoni leather with a contrasting red stitch. The leather, the calf skin, is actually embedded in a tapered natural rubber strap that is incredibly supple against the skin. It's paired with a beautiful combination carbon fiber and titanium twin trigger deployant clasp. The twin triggers ensure that this large watch can never pop open accidentally. It's not friction fit. You can see how the clasp itself has a minderless system, so excess strap when buckled down is tucked underneath the clasp rather than being held by minder loops. It's also important to note, since we are looking at a motorsports themed watch with an exceptional quality strap, that should you want to dress the watch up or dress it down, an automotive inspired seatbelt buckle interlink system allows immediate removal and reinsertion of the strap. Couldn't be simpler, and it's beautifully hidden as a mechanism until you want to use it. Now you can see that the case is very modular in construction. Every single piece, from the case back to the flanking inserts to the bezel gasket to the carbon fiber bezel itself, stands proud and strident as a separate thing. It's not a very integrated look, but that's intentional. It's almost looking at a machine half completed, or a skyscraper half completed. That's the idea of bringing the machine from the inside out. And Hublot continues that theme on the dial. Now you're looking at the caliber 1242 Unico movement. It is a flyback chronograph built entirely in-house. Half the dial is effectively a sapphire base upon which the applied Arabic numerals and the hour indices sit, not to mention the Cavallino Rampante at 9 o'clock, as well as the sub-register and the date at 3. But you can see the functional portions of the Unico, which is effectively an inside-out caliber, just beneath the hands. You can see the chronograph drivetrain in action. You can see its driving wheel slowly turning beneath my finger. You can see the column wheel at 6 o'clock, and you'll note that the column wheel cycles as I operate the chronograph. You can actually see it turning and functioning. The Unico is effectively an inside-out movement because the chronograph drivetrain and the column wheel are typically case-back features on most chronograph watches. Now, the watch does feature a unique crown system in addition to flyback capability, which you can see simply reset and restart the chronograph with one trigger pull. The crown is a 100-meter water-resistant screw down, but it's one of the most usable and cleverly designed screw downs in the business. You can see I was able to withdraw it with just a quarter turn, and a quarter turn is all that's required to relock it. Clever watchmaking on Hublot's part. It's a very convenient feature, far easier to use than a conventional Rolex, Omega, or Breitling screw down, or for that matter, Audemars Piguet. Now on the case back, you can see the Unico caliber, 38 jewels, automatic winding, high efficiency unlubricated ceramic bearings at the center of the rotor. There's more materials technology deeper in the movement, as both the pallet and the escape wheel itself are constructed of unlubricated silicon. ensuring long-wearing durability within the movement. With a 3-day power reserve, this is an exceptional caliber that really does show how far Hublot has come as a manufacturer. There were concerns when the Hublot-Ferrari partnership was announced that it might be a combination of traditional Hublot hype with vacuous co-branding. In fact, these Ferrari models have been some of the most substantial, beautifully built, and impressively engineered watches ever to emanate from Hublot in neon. A beautiful watch, beautifully built, superbly engineered. It's still an Hublot, and it has the looks to prove it, so it's going to be a love-hate timepiece. But never in the history of the company has Hublot offered a better match of style and substance. And you can see both in this 1,000-piece limited edition on our website, watchyouwant.com.